Excuse me. Excuse me. What the hell is that? I'm a little late. I'm a little late. I'm like 5 minutes late. And I see no criticism for me, just offending a fellow aged person. Excuse me? Excuse me? The stream hasn't even started and here you are calling me old? Dude, my heart. My heart. Timeout Jason and stream starts. Oh, dude, we should timeout Jason. For what reason? Who knows? Who cares? Do we ever need a reason to time out anyone? I was just about to get coffee. Dude, I'm a step ahead of you. The coffee takes time to brew. What's up, Craft? Eggsy, good to see you. Kind of wish you were a little bit more late. Go get coffee. You're going to regret it later. You're going to be thinking, dude, I'll just get it later when there's a downtime. I'm not going to have downtime. I'm forever up, you know? Although we are hard out at 1 because I got a Christmas Eve party to get to. Woohoo. I gotta go buy a cake and stuff. Everyone's like making stuff. It's like, I don't make shit. It's like, I'm gonna go buy something. Corgi, you see me? I see you, Egg. I see you, Egg. How are you? Do you remember me? No, I do not. I'm always honest. I'm always honest. The name seems familiar, but I don't have any memories attached to it. Anyways, let's do docket today. Nightbot. We gotta fix the docket. Sorry about yesterday. Can I tell you what happened yesterday? Okay, so we're getting rid of open front today. We'll play open front. We'll do some more stuff tomorrow, but today's hard out, like I said. Yesterday, dude, I had some spare time before stream started. I laid down to watch a 15-minute video and immediately passed out. I woke up at 3 p.m. I was just like, God, I was just like, I don't know what happened. I didn't think I was that tired. I know there's like the old wives' tale, like when it's raining outside, some people get really tired. That's kind of me. It was raining and I just passed out. And then he got on Valheim, and then I got on Valheim and played Valheim for 8 hours and I built a base. You want to see my base? I could show you my build. I'm not the most proud of it. It's not cohesive enough, but it's like getting there. But anyways, let's play some games together. Hop on in, boys. Let's get it started in here. 2 days until Christmas. Yeah, it's Christmas Eve. Switch to teams. Ooh, no. Maverick! Need to actually play Valheim? Yeah, we could get back to the Valheim playthrough we were going to do last year and just say we're going to do it this year. But let's do Scandinavia. Are you going to play Domination? We do have a docket. We do have a docket. I will eventually play Domination again. I can't tell you an exact date. It'll happen, but it will happen. We will be branching out, but not today. Yeah, let's go Skeleton Crew. 8 Team Skeleton Crew. We got this. Wasn't it December of last year that we decided on that? Yeah, but then we wanted to... I think Maverick was flying a lot during that time. And Vencadius was like, sometime he couldn't tell us when he was getting back from deployment. He was going to get back from deployment. And like a bunch of stuff kind of came up. And then we just never did it. Was the moral of the story. But we could do that again. I kind of want to get into more travel games. Like Transport Fever 2. That one. I'm going to get into that. I do want to show you guys Whiskerwood. I played enough of that to make a video of it. So I'd like to make a video of it. And we could potentially do that live stream. Who knows? How time flies. Dude, this has been not a very good year for me personally. I'm excited to leave it in the past. I was warned at the very beginning of the year by my Chinese friend that it's the year of the snake, which is, you know, if your Chinese sign is a snake, it's gonna be a bad year for you. And the but here's some weird Chinese lore, okay? Not to call it weird, but just it's so different from American or Western European kind of beliefs that like there is a way to get around the year of bad luck, which is if someone gifts you red underwear. You cannot buy it yourself, you have to be gifted it. More of the story, no one gifted me red underwear, so I had a bad year. Here, chills, I'll let you through, then you can fight with me over here. Same, bro, trash here for me as well. Were you a snake? Are you a snaky? What's your Chinese sign? Same, Corgi. This year's been pretty bad. Yeah, I mean, it's just like, you know, you leave it in the past. I'm already on the up and up this for next year. You know, 3 weeks on the Peloton up, 3 weeks on the Peloton down. Had a great ride this morning. Wait, that's why I had a trash year. I'm a snake too. Yes, that's exactly why you according to the Chinese, it was the year of the snake, which is bad for all snakes. So if you were a snake and you had a bad year, the Chinese are to blame. But yeah, wasn't the best year for me, but you know, the beautiful thing about the future is it can always get better. I think you're also not supposed to wear the red underwear. At least that's what I was told in 2020, which was my sign's year. I don't know. I have to get Elise on the phone for that one. I had never heard of this before, but this was a bad year. Worst year of my life, 2008. By far, 2008 was the worst year. Nothing can ever top that, but this year got pretty close. Closest I've gotten, baby. Like the first 6 months were happy and the last 6 months were dang. Yeah, my first 6 months were kind of bleh, and then the last 6 months were let me die. I'm a rooster. Please leave all phallic jokes unsaid to maintain a family-friendly environment. Yeah, I think the more important thing that we need to discuss, Nate, is did you finish your coursework for your new class that starts in 2 weeks? Because if not, sir, you might need to leave this place and go do your homework. I'm a wabbit, dude. I don't even know what all the Chinese zodiac signs are. I think there's a dragon. Yeah, there was a dragon because I was really jealous of my friend who was a dragon. But I mean, let's be honest. We all kind of learned of our zodiac signs that one time we went to a Chinese buffet and like the placemat had like those what zodiac sign you were. Not to be like culturally insensitive, but I feel like that's most people's exposure to finding out what their Chinese sign is. Hey Corgi, what happened last time when the stream crashed? Power. We're not power. Internet went out. By the time it came back on, it was an hour later. I was like, whatever. Wait, that one time when I grew up, it was a monthly thing? Yeah. I don't know. Here's the thing. Is, like, we grew up wealthy enough where my mom didn't work. And my mom was also not a very good cook. And my dad didn't want to take on the mantle of responsibility for cooking. So we went out to eat a lot. I will say that. There was a span of our life where it was like, we would go out to eat like twice a week. At the very least. And then, oh my gosh, we find out after I move out, my dad's been gaslighting us for years. Because all of a sudden he just decides he's going to cook. And you know what? He's the best cook in the entire family, extended family included. He's amazing. Like, oh my gosh. It's like a point of pride to bring my friends over for when my dad cooks ribs, because they all go, this is the best ribs I've ever had in my entire life. It's like, yes, he studies it. He's such a good cook. Now I want you to know that he deprived this of me for 18 years. He cooked this good and told no one for 18 years. The monster. The gas line does run in the family. All right, Zero Winter. You're on thin ice. Corgi, why don't you try out Open Front? We've been doing Open Front, buddy. We're just not going to do it today. It will be incorporated more into streams going forward, and there will be videos coming out on it. GG. But that's in near future down the road stuff. All right, hold on. Let's time up with contests. Let's do our GeoGrid. We got all of our GeoGrid boys here today, or in the chat. Corruption Perception Index under 40. Is that bad or good? Perceived levels. Published currently 180 nations. From 100 is very clean to corrupt. Okay, so we're looking for corrupt countries. Capital is not the most populated. Dude, Kraft told me on Saturday of a great answer, which is like an island nation where the capital, the most populated city, is not the capital, and I bet you it would have fit there. All right, I'm gonna throw. I think Sudan's on here, bro. Sudan's uncommon. Ah, that sucks. Eritrea. Keep it in the family. Keep it in Africa. Uncommon. Come on. No one knows about Eritrea. Ah, hell. Now I gotta figure out another one in Africa. I should have read the prompts. Did I screw myself? I mean, there's Egypt. Oh, God. Is there anything else? Liberia, Ivory Coast, Burkina Faso, Togo, Benin, Nigeria, Equatorial Guinea. Yes. Okay. Flag with green. Starts with E. Ecuador. Does Ecuador have green? I don't know. I mean, both these did, so, you know, it's great to waste those. Freaking A. Starts with the letter E. My brain just said Andorra, like Andorra, but with an E. Absolutely wrong. Starts with an E. There's Ecuador. It's probably some stupid island somewhere that the British have. Stupid rock they planted a flag on. Starts with E. I mean, Egypt. Can I try Ecuador? Hold on, we're doing infinity mode. Can I try Ecuador? Uncommon. Come on, man! No one sees that! Okay. I'm gonna be straightforward with you. I don't know what else is on the Nile other than Egypt. Egypt don't have green on it? Did I screw myself? Did Libya share a little bit of it? Libya? South Sudan. Okay, rare. We take... No! Frick. Oh no, does Sudan have it? Already guessed Sudan. Oh my god, why wouldn't I guess there, dude? Oh my god. I'm so boned now. I'm so boned. Okay, hold on. South Africa. Common. Could have gone over here too. God, I gotta figure out the flag with green crap because this is really getting bad. I'm really... Algeria. Algeria, I don't know what the capital looks like. I don't know. I just know it had green on it. Morocco? Tell me Morocco's. Morocco would be a good one if it's not the biggest... Yes! Yes! Legendary! Legendary! How much time do we have? Okay, 5 minutes. Plenty of time. This is a bad score day. This is a bad score. Okay. Corruption index bad. Capital not most populated. Call me crazy? I don't know. I don't know these. I don't know what's like going to be on here. Yep, Bangladesh is not going to work. We got to think what's on the Nile that I haven't guessed because I've already used Sudan. Can I guess multiple? No, I've guessed Sudan. I've guessed Egypt, right? If I could remember how to spell Egypt. Okay, I've guessed Egypt. Show me the Nile. I got it. Show me what countries are on it, dude. Ethiopia. Okay. I didn't know I went that far. Ethiopia. Rare. We take that. All right. Last one. Country where the capital is not the most populated city. I mean, we got Canada, but Canada's obviously is probably like above 40. Dude, this is such a shot in the dark. I have no idea capital sizes. Nope. Okay. Wait. India. Yes. Okay, we take that. 4 rares, 1 legendary. Pulled that one out in the end. We pulled that one out in the end. Syria? Syria probably would have a great answer. All right, what are the best answers? Dominican Republic. Dude, I always think the Dominican Republic is much more stable than it is. And the reasoning for that is because it's always used as a counter example to Haiti of like a working government is the Dominican Republic on the same island, and Haiti is a failed government. Now, obviously, there's extenuating circumstances. The French really screwed over the Haitians there. Burundi. The hell is Burundi, dude? Why am I not remembering Burundi? The Nile goes all the way over here? Dude, I thought the Nile like pooped out over here. Show me the Nile River. I am learning something today about the Nile River. I thought it went much low, or I thought it stopped like here, because this is always like the extent of it. Show is the word. Okay, it starts. Where does it start? Originating sources near the equator, the White Nile, and Ethiopia. That's wild. I did not know it went all the way down there. Ethiopia is where the Nile starts? Apparently not, because it's 2 rivers that flood into the Nile. Does this not go through Ethiopia's mountains? Yeah, that makes sense that it starts there, but I didn't realize there was a trail of it that feeds all the way down to Burundi. Victoria, Lake Victoria. I'm going to be honest, I learned today Lake Victoria feeds into the Nile. I thought it fed somewhere else. The Dominican Republic too. Yeah, that makes sense because it's on Lake Victoria. Egypt would be epic, dude. Are you kidding me? I didn't use Egypt because I thought that was too easy. El Salvador. Green. Okay. Dang, man. Turks and Caicos. I'm gonna have to remember that with a capital's not the most populated. All right. Game's up, boys. Game's up. Everyone thinks Egypt's too easy and makes that a good answer. I know. I hate that. I hate that because it's like it was the most. I thought Eritrea was gonna throw people for a loop because barely anyone knows about Eritrea, but that was like the easiest one. The White and Blue Nile merge at Sudan's capital. That's okay. That is intel I have learned today, and I feel like I'm not the only person who didn't know Lake Victoria was connected to the Nile. That was a psychological game gotcha. True it was, because I even said during it, is like, I'm not going to guess Egypt because it's too easy. By the way, the country I told you about was Nauru. Yeah, the Gambia also works there. Okay, Nauru, the Gambia, and Turks and Caicos. Not most populated capital. Okay, good to know. I knew that, but I also knew the knowledge was obscure. I mean, don't leave me out in the wind here. I can't be the only one who discovered today that Lake Victoria connects to the Nile. That it goes like this. Well, I guess if you play this game, you probably know. I've never paid attention to the river in the world too, but you can clearly see that Lake Victoria is connected here. That's pretty crazy. That's good intel. Good intel. I'll have to pay more attention to these rivers in this game. Like, what is this river here? What's this river that runs through Vietnam? See, I thought Victoria fled out here. I remember there was a river in the DRC, and I thought Lake Victoria is connected there. But it's actually not connected, which is wild. The Yeonam River? The Mekong. Okay, I'm going to trust Kraft and say it's the Mekong. The Mekong. The one in Southeast Asia is the Mekong. Okay, good. Good intel. Good intel. By the way, someone asked me, is like, what's this name? Is like, first off, know your Street Fighter characters, brother. I remember being like very young on the Sega, and I just picked the big muscular Russian guy. Grapple, 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 my only move. Just like in Super Smash Brothers, dude. Oh my gosh, the original. I'm a Donkey Kong pro. I won our dorm championship playing Donkey Kong, and people got so frustrated with me because I just was really good with grappling. Like, oh, you think you're gonna get the stick combo off? Not if I grapple. Not if I grab you really quickly. Hold on, we gotta push down this. Soft, you see this? Yeah, we gotta push this. Then we push this. Good job, Poo Poo, for grabbing, baiting out that full send. I see it, Caledonia. I see it. I see we got problems up north. We're gonna have to figure that out. Gorgie, helpful fact about GeoGrid for the in Europe category, it counts Kazakhstan, Azerbaijan, and Georgia as a part of Europe. See, that one doesn't make sense to me. I don't, Kazakhstan especially, like I could see Georgia counting as Europe and Armenia, Azerbaijan, but I would not have thought Kazakhstan would be included in that. That one threw me for a loop. Technically, the borders of Europe and the Caucasus Mountains are the Ural River. Kazakhstan has a bit of land west of that. Okay. The Caucasus Mountains. I gotta remember that. That'll help me out a lot. That's a good thing, is because, you know, Caucasian white people from Europe, Caucasus Mountains, west of that. Got it. I'm just gonna throw it out there, okay? It's not my fault. When I played Risk as a child, the continent of Europe stopped at like Western Russia and Ukraine. So that was my basis. I've been hoodwinked. I've been bamboozled. All right, we got to give you a little bit of money here. Mio, if you could start working up north, we got to start kind of figuring out this. Who's this over here? King of Ping. Well done, King. I was going to boat in there, but you've kind of got this taken care of. Good afternoon, Quarks. Nebula, how are you? Risk also puts Afghanistan territory that is zero territory that is in Afghanistan. Yeah, that's fair. Also, kind of a fact I feel like gets overlooked is I thought this one was obvious, but I've talked to enough people that I've realized it's not. Is that Poland's pre-World War II borders are different from their their post-World War II borders, because Russia said, no, you can, if Poland's going to come back, that's fine, but you give them German lands. Like remember how Russia initially teamed up with Germany to fight Poland, and they took that territory and they're supposed to split and call it a day, and then Germany pulled the Uno reverse card and attacked them. Well, Russia decided they're still going to keep that land. Like, Poland moved a lot west. Yeah, but I feel like I thought that was an obvious fact. But I've talked to enough people that did not know that. We agreed to Poland coming back, but we refused to give the land we took back? Yeah, exactly. So the Polish borders are drastically different from pre-World War or pre-World War II to post-World War II. By the way, gonna have to deal with this over here. Soft, I'm not sure exactly what happened there, but I'm in. Caledonian, me and you, we can finish this. Nice and calm. Steady as she goes, baby. Steady as she goes. Let me see if I can boat over here. Ah, hell, the boat went the stupid way. Yeah, unfortunately, that's gonna be it for probability as well. Sorry, bud. That was my bad. I had a bad boat. Oh yeah, the amount of Germans that died in the relocation was wild. Yeah. I mean, here's the thing though, is like when the Germans were invading Russia, they were very not nice about it. And when the Russians turned the tide at Stalingrad and started winning, there was a lot of panic from the Germans because they knew what they did as they were the victor. So to say that like it was expected, but it was still very brutal. Towards the end, there was a big rush of Germans trying to like surrender to the British or the Americans because they were absolutely terrified of the Russians. Hey, Morwin. You touched down, but you didn't land. Kick the Poles out of former Polish land and the Soviets took. Kick the Germans out of Poland and Czechoslovakia. Yeah, it was a wild... Like, post-World War II is kind of treated as like a... Oh, it was just rebuilding. But there's a lot of havoc that happened, especially in the East. GG. Corey, can you somehow rage OG to give some competition because this is boring? I mean, I would love to do some competition with them, but I mean, I can't force anyone to play against us. And then Stalin, typical Stalin ways, did a whole ton of forced population transfers around the new borders. Yeah, Stalin's a wild guy. Do you guys hear about that island? I forgot the reason why. I think they were political prisoners or something. But Stalin forced like, what was it, 1,000 people on this little island and gave them food for like 100 and then guarded the shores with guns. It was like, good luck. What was that island called? I know someone knows what I'm talking about. Corgi, is spawn point always as important as you say in the video titles? Yeah, I mean, spawn point is probably, if we break down like the game of like skill and luck, a big part of skill is picking the right location, because setting up yourself for success very much indicates whether you're going to win or not. Didn't they make a movie based off that? Did they make a movie based off that? I mean, it's a pretty dark story to make a movie off of. Oh, there's also another crazy story. It was like the what's the second most popular painting in the Louvre? It's like something of Medusa. No, something of Medusa. The Raft of Medusa. Dude, this is another crazy historical story. Okay, you ready for this? So the Raft of Medusa is a giant painting. It's giant. Like, you can see this woman right here. She's standing next to it. I think it's like 12 feet. But it's famous for depicting this inexperienced captain who like didn't know about the seas off of, I think it was Africa. The boat immediately hits ground, starts to sink. The captain and like the higher up crew get on the lifeboats immediately, leave the rest of like the 500 to 1,000 people to like quickly try and build a raft so that they can live too. They initially start to tow the raft to shore, then decide that's too hard, cut the ropes, and then like of the 500 to 1,000 people, only like 5 survived. All right. Oh, contest is up. Let's do this. Corgi, can you pin the docket? Yeah, I will. 0, thank you. Just wild times in the early 20th century. I mean, history's full of wild stories like that, right? I mean, because like before that painting, that event wasn't very widely known because again, only like 5 people survived. That was kind of like the social media post that took down that captain or whatever. All right, good luck, boys. Good luck, good luck, good luck. Last contest? My brother in Christ. 3 dots, you have been here so many times. You know there's a docket every day. You silly goose know there's a docket every day. I'm always flabbergasted when people come in who have been here for so long and they go, what are we doing today? It's an ever-loving, it's an never-ending battle. I know. I know you're good at. You're usually so good. You know what? Here's what we'll do. Okay, you ready for this? We will do a popular vote at the end to just... I don't know. We're not getting a lot of competition. We'll do a couple more contests, but we might change up the docket. We'll do a popular vote if we want to do Lobby 2, if we want to do Open Front. We'll leave it in your hands, because the last thing I want anyone to do is not be having fun. But, you know, still want to score some points for the Corgi clan, make sure we keep our competition going for second place. It usually means there are new people. No, I mean, here's the thing. I never get mad when a new person asks what we're doing, because they don't know, right? Even though it's pinned, they just don't know it's pinned. You don't look at the pinned comment. I get that. It's when people who have been here for like a year go, what are we doing? And it's just like, my brother in Christ, we have been here. You have been here for a year of the everyday battle. Now, Mustafa, I can't tell if you're new or not, and that's not because, or I'm going to be straightforward with you, it's because we've had a lot of people. That's a very popular name for people in this stream for whatever reason. I'm not sure if it's globally popular. Like, I know the most popular name in the world is Muhammad. Mustafa. But Mustafa, if I'm even saying that correctly, there's like 6 people that have popped in chat with that name. Really? Yeah, seriously. Iraq? Bad Iraq. Oh, thanks Kraft. See, Iraq's been here for so long, he's just like, what if I know the rules, but what if I just break them? I haven't tuned in a while. No, Sean, how are you? Also, I got a text message. Everyone's talking about what we're doing for lunch. But like, what if I ask what we're doing today in the stream? I will unmod you, Zero Winter. I will not allow your level of troll to hinder me. I'm mocking you in Arabic. Yeah, the exact reason why English only. If you're gonna mock me, do it to my face. Say it in English. Corgi bro, what do you think about Dr. I've never heard of that doctor before in my life, so I could not give an opinion of whatever that doctor is, whoever that doctor is. I have no idea if he's a good doctor or like the oopsie doopsie accidentally took your liver doctor, you know? Some random doctor in Pakistan with 4.6 stars. Yeah, I don't know, man. Finding a doctor in general is such a wild ride because it's a fight of who's available to begin with, at least in America. Second off, it's whether that doctor schedule is so busy that he can like maybe spend 10 seconds with you. And then it becomes like whether he's a good doctor or not. I don't know my old account password. No, I'm so sorry. I don't know how you forget those things. I don't know how you forget those things because I'm of the mindset, and this is a little bit sketch to say on stream, but like I feel like everyone does it, where you have one password and like 20 variables of that one password to fit the different sites password requirements. Like, oh, sorry, this time you got to use 12 letters, and be like, okay, well, I'm just gonna add this on top of my usual password. Except my freaking mom. Oh my god, I am not looking forward to the day. Well, first off, there's many reasons I'm not looking forward to the day my mom dies, but like one of the reasons is she uses a different password for everything, and figuring out the logistics of that is going to be a nightmare. Like every now and then, like we share an Amazon account, she'll change the password and it'll be something completely different, like Wagon Barrel 49, and be like, where did that come from? What the hell is even that? Oh my god, yes, 100%. Sometimes with the money sign, sometimes with the parentheses, sometimes lowercase, sometimes uppercase. Yeah. And then you log in and be like, which variation of my password did I use on this thing? Great for headache. Great for security, headache for sharing. True. Also, Jace, member for 3 months, followed by Cardmania member for 25 bucks. Hold. 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 There we go. So what are we doing today, joke? Jason die. Merry Christmas, Corgi. Merry Christmas, Cogmania. I hope everyone's having a wonderful Christmas season. I will be honest with you. I know seasonal depression, especially around like Christmas time, is like a crazy thing. I personally have never understood that. Maybe it's because like I worked a lot of Christmases, so it's just never been like a special thing to me. But if you are experiencing that, know that the best advice I've ever been given in terms of kind of like seasonal depression or just kind of any like bad times is just like reminding yourself of the mantra of like, this too shall end. Like everything ends. Like if you can believe that good times will end when you're in them, you can also be a believer that bad times will also end. By the way, this is Sudan. So, you know, this too shall end. It's just a season in your life where things aren't going well for you. All right, can you guess the 7 neighbors of Sudan? We have South Sudan. We have, that's the Central African Republic. We have Ethiopia. We have Chad. Egypt. Eritrea. Libya. Easy. What's the capital of Sudan? Got nothing. Never was gonna get that. Tell you that. Don't even know where it is. Nope. Capital's never gonna stick to my brain. I'll tell you that right now. Can you guess the flag of Sudan? Like South Sudan's, but like different. Sudan is the global supplier of blank harvested from Acai trees and used in soft drinks, candies. I'm gonna say the butter. No, it's gum. You got me there. You got me there. You saw what I thought. You thought I was gonna use context clues, and you got me there. In 1898, the British-led forces defeated the Mahdist state in Sudan at the Battle of not these two. Ordaman? What's a landmark in Sudan? I don't know Sudan, but I'm guessing desert. What's that landmark called? National Park? Pyramids? Pyramids of Meroe. Can we learn about the pyramids of Meroe? I've never heard of these before. How much time do we have? Contest! I'm in. We'll learn about the pyramids after this. It's pronounced Akasha. Thank you, Kraft. That's the kind of intel I need. Akasha. Sudan has the most pyramids? Does it really? Again, another fact that like I would not have guessed, because you won't believe it. I would have thought it'd been Egypt. Maybe I should have said Akasha. Okay, that is weirdly known. That is widely known. I did not know it. But to be fair, little Corgi growing up in landlocked Colorado in a 98% white school did not spend a lot of time learning about Africa. I think we could all understand that. The most like cultural knowledge I accumulated was of the Native American tribes in Colorado. That's about it though. Like obviously any war that America's in, we're in there too. We're talking about that. Egypt, though, America was not, or excuse me, just Africa in general. America was not typically involved in a lot of those conflicts outside of fighting the Moroccan pirates. So to say that, like, okay, as an American who went to American public school, I don't have a ton of knowledge. I didn't gain a ton of knowledge about Africa. I don't think is a crazy thing to talk about. Now, you guys in Europe who, like, you know, you have to learn about the atrocities you've committed in those African countries, so you have to learn about Africa a little bit more. Like, okay. But as an American who grew up, you know, American, I didn't learn about it. Is it possible to work out who redacted you? Yeah. You can open up the chat, but that's just a hellhole. It's not worth it. Yeah. Get in here, bud. Get in here. So I have to learn about who I committed atrocities to. I would say generally it's a good thing for you as a country to learn about the atrocities your country specifically has committed, so that hopefully you don't, as a society, recommit said atrocities. There's a civil war in Angola that neither the USSR or US wanted to directly get involved in, which turned into a proxy war between Cuba and apartheid South Africa. See, again, that's not me though, so don't know. Couldn't tell you. Couldn't tell you. I mean, hell, America's barely even taught about the Spanish-American War. The Spanish-American War is framed as the one war that happened right before the Civil War. Also, Teddy Roosevelt ran over a hill and went like, "Follow me, boys," and everyone was really inspired. That's about the extent of knowledge that was taught about the Spanish-American War. And the fact that we absolutely crushed them. We absolutely crushed them. The only thing I remember is remember the Maine. See, I don't remember that one. But when you say the word remember, you have to also factor in that my entire family is from Texas. So if you're going to tell me to remember something and tell me it's not the Alamo, I'm going to be so confused. Remember the Alamo? Of course I remember the Alamo, bro. Who doesn't? Remember the Maine? Oh, dude, don't copy Remember the Alamo. Let's be real with each other. There was a ship that blew up in Cuba's harbor called the Maine. Yeah. We've established that, but like, remember the Maine has nowhere near as much moxie as Remember the Alamo. That time, a bunch of angry Americans fought against Mexico because they really wanted to preserve slavery. True. This is true. What's good, gang? Dude, I'll tell you what's good, Freeze, is that one time we were playing in a game against you and we crushed you. It was blame the Maine on Spain. Yeah, and it was just like, wasn't it one of those things where like it was very dubious whether Spain was actually involved in that or not, in blowing up the Maine? And at the end of the day, wasn't it like only like 6 people who died? I think it was more of like we've been looking for a reason to fight these guys. Spain had nothing to do with it, total accident. Good. I'm glad we taught them a lesson though. Good. I'm glad we taught those greedy Spanish people a lesson. One of the very unfortunate things that came out of the Spanish-American War, though, was that prior to that war, Spain was working towards giving Puerto Rico its independence. And then as part of that war, America took Puerto Rico. And then they're like, hey, so Spain was going to give us independence. And then America just goes, LOL, no. That ain't going to work here, champ. It was most likely a boiler explosion. That's even funnier. Like funnier from, of course, America would just be like, dude, We blew up our own ship. Let's get hella mad at Spain. They were a dead empire holding on to scraps of America that America just wanted to end that. Yeah. America really, what was it? The Monroe Doctrine said that like all the Americas belong in the sphere of influence of the United States. Or should. All right, GG. Let's learn about these pyramids. A vast necropolis of Nubian pyramids serving as the tombs for royalties and elites of the Kushite kingdom from 300 BCE to 400 CE. Okay. Dude, that's a wildly up and up pyramid. Okay, so it's not that. Ooh, wow. There's like a series of them. They're very close together. Now, how did these pyramids fall? Was it bad engineering, or was it people like taking the rocks to go build something else? So the Monroe Doctrine meant America stayed out of it when Britain did things in the Caribbean. Holdings fair. All right, GG. We got 2 minutes for the next contest. Let's start our flaggle. Vietnam. Damn. Oh no. Oh no, this is like a territory, isn't it? Oh no, and it's across the world. What am I even looking at, dude? I got nothing, but I can tell you right away, this is some bullcrap island. Give me Argentina. Just no, you know what? Give me the Falkland Islands. Oh, up? Oh god, is this in the Caribbean? Barbados? Next to Barbados. What's the sea island on the ABCs? Antigua and Barbuda? I don't know this one. The UC? What's that mean? Is the United States Virgin Islands? Guys, I'm gonna be straight on with you. This is a horrible flag. We should work on this. Also, tell me where the U.S. Virgin Islands are. I get so confused on the Caribbean. Where the hell are these islands? You're telling me? Oh, dude, I was trying to guess Aruba and Curacao. There's in Bonaire. That's the ABC. So I got myself confused. I thought these were down here, and I was like thinking, is like, what's in the middle here? I've got nothing. I think Antigua, Barbados is here. God, this is gonna be. One day I'll get this. One day I'll get this. This is such a hard island chain, though. I can remember that Puerto Rico and the Virgin Islands are right next to each other, though. All right, contest is up. Let's rumble. I will say, of all the flags we reviewed, the U.S. Virgin Islands is probably one of the worst ones. Why does it look fascist, or is that just me? I mean, you may think it's fascist because the Germans had an eagle as well. The Nazis really used an eagle as one of their symbols, but America was also eagle. Bills, hello, been a minute. Dude, are the Bills even gonna make the playoffs this year? I can't see all the way down there as a Broncos fan. It's too far down. I haven't checked the wild card fight in a while. Are the Bills gonna make the playoffs? Because I think the Patriots won your division. On behalf of all the New York Giants fans, shut up. Oh, I'm sorry to have offended all four of you. Oh gosh. Listen, you got an exciting team for next year if Scatterboo can come back. It's a shame he got hurt. He's a fun running back. Jackson Dart's a fun quarterback. I think your future's bright. But, you know, you've been irrelevant for quite some time. The only thing that the Giants fan have, or a Giants fan has, is that you're not a Jets fan. Because a Jets fan is just, you know, pain forever. There's nothing ever good coming to the Jets. What'd you guys have to get excited about this year? Oh, Justin Fields? Sick. That's really amazing. No idea what sport that is, but I just realized all the sports share the same trash talk. American football, brother. And Neighbors. Yeah, dude. I mean, Neighbors is just... Here's the thing with Neighbors. He reminds me a lot of Cortland Sutton, where he is a great receiver whose career is being wasted because you can't get a good quarterback. Like, Cortland Sutton has been an elite receiver for his entire career. But his entire career, like, the best quarterback he's had up until Bo Nix was, like, Teddy Bridgewater. Just wasted career, man. Broncos could not get a quarterback to throw to that man. So the Bills should make it, just the Patriots have the division. Okay, so the Bills will make it. Good for them. Yeah, 11-4 and like not winning the division is pretty crazy. If New York Giants can get an O-line and keep their skill players alive, they have a chance to turn things around. And we're on track for the first pick in the draft, so maybe we'll find someone. I mean, here's the thing. What you were saying right there is if we can get an O-line and keep the skill players, is basically tell me what team in the NFL wouldn't succeed under those conditions. If we could get good skill players and an offensive line, we would be pretty good. Like, what team would not do well under those? That's the Browns. Okay, that's fair. The Browns, absolutely. You could never convince. The Browns will never be good. Drake May, MVP? Absolutely not, dude. Absolutely not. Who's in the running for the MVP this year? Because Mahomes has had like a historically bad year. Now he's injured. Travis Kelce is going to retire too, so that's just chief until he wasn't in. Lamar has not done very well this year, which is crazy when you think of like what the Ravens fielded this year with Derrick Henry, Lamar Jackson, like just everything they had has been just crushed. I think the biggest surprise is the Bears. But when you talk about like just get an O-line and you'll be good, the Bears did, and turns out that's a good strategy. Just pay for every offensive lineman available. Turns out to be a good strategy. Yo, Corey, the chat was bugged. He says I wasn't subbed, even though I was. Anyways, hi. Yeah, I will be honest. Sometimes that happens. It is an unfortunate trade-off that we all must endure to keep the spamming dating site bots at bay. I swear, if we turned it off and let anyone chat, there would be so many bots just spamming dating sites. It's insane. Even to the point where, like, I don't think you can type dating in chat without getting a warning. Girls or women, which may sound incredibly misogynistic, but those are like must needed. Corgi, give me the motivation to study. Can I ask what you're studying for? Is this college or high school? Because I'll give you a drastically different response, whether it's college or high school. GG. All right, peace out. Let's go. High school. Okay, here's the thing. If you're studying for high school, I'm gonna hit you with something, and it's gonna be a little bit of tough love. All right. High school's easy, man. Like straight up, the teachers want you to succeed. They are invested in you. All they want you to do is the bare minimum. So if you cannot force yourself to study for a high school test, brother, the world is going to hit you so hard in the face once you get out. Like all you got to do is the bare minimum. Did you show up to class? Did you take any notes? Have you even opened your textbook? If the answer is yes to those, you should be able to pass. All you got to do is take what you've learned from your notes, turn that into flashcards, and do well. But if you cannot do a high school test, life is going to get so hard for you. Now, I granted, like high school, you know, it has its own set of issues where you have like 8 different assignments you got to keep track of because you have 8 different classes and stuff like that. But a test in high school should not stress you out. Corey, you streaming Christmas Day? Absolutely, I will be. I hope everyone stops by and says hello. Thank you, bro. Agreed. I mean, it's not to say that like you can't do it, but like you can do it. You can do it. You're gonna face such harder things in life. Don't stress yourself out with like what is essentially a speed bump. I will. Maverick, are you? You're back home, right? You're back home this Christmas. All right. Anyways, let's do this. I almost flew to Georgia this Christmas, and I would have stopped by Atlanta and be like, "What's up, buddy?" Can you guess the shape of the Virgin Islands? It's that one. Can you pick the national emblem of the Virgin Islands? Government of the United States Virgin Islands. Can you pick a flag of a country that neighbors it? No. Oh, hell. Caribbean Netherlands. Damn you. I thought that was just the Netherlands. What's the difference? Show me the Netherlands flag. Okay. What's the difference? What's the difference? They use the same flag? This place sucks. Bro, what is Caribbean Netherlands? I don't know, man. Some leftover crap from when they colonized there, bro, and made sugarcane like their thing. All right, what's the population? Yeah. What's the currency? They use the dollar. Easy peasy, and we're done. All right. Perfect time for a next contest. Education-wise, learning how to study is huge for life in general. You can both identify and apply the information that you will need. I think even more so than that, I would say learning how to study is an essential part of just learning how to like set yourself to do a task and complete that task. Like more so than the information you learn, because the information you learn you're probably going to forget, but the ability to dedicate yourself to a task is one that is vital for your entire life. Another L for the Dutch, dude. The L's are piling up for the Dutch, I'll say that. Did you go to college? Absolutely I did. And here's the thing. I didn't succeed in high school. I think my graduating GPA from high school was like a 2.5. And then I got to college and I got like a 3.2, 3.4 in my first college, and then I transferred to CSU. And I think I graduated with a 3.5. So you know. Yeah, if you don't do well in high school, it doesn't indicate that you're not going to do well in the rest of your life. The venue upon which you are in drastically dictates your success. Or not dictates, but influences. Like, as much as people kind of look at like fraternities as, you know, oh, it's probably going to be bad for your grades and stuff. I'll tell you, the thing that motivated me to get good grades is freshman year, first semester, the president of the fraternity read out everyone who got a above 3.4, and I was not on that, and it made me mad and embarrassed. That I was like, I'm gonna do well. I'm gonna represent my fraternity. And then from that point on, I studied way harder. What's the name of that one I've seen you play where you're given the city name and you have to guess where they are? Oh, that's Map Tap. We'll play that one next, Maverick. Or Morrowind. Corgi, do you believe in Santa? Of course, dude. I told this story earlier, but I believed in Santa way later than everyone else. Because when I was a kid, I asked Santa for something I didn't think existed, which was a golden Wolverine action figure. Which I was like, there's no way that exists. And then my parents found that. God bless their hearts. They found it. And then gave it to me. So I believe Santa existed for a very long time. I thought Santa was so real. I was like, of course he's real, dude. How could he have made that? How could he have found something that didn't exist? I'm gonna fight this guy. Oh, banana. Oh, never mind. I'm just gonna get destroyed. Oh, I'm getting absolutely monster rolled through here. Thank God who rights he's coming through. Just claiming all my lost territory. What do you mean you believe in Santa? He's real? True, dude. True. All you gotta do is believe. If you don't believe Santa can't fly his sled at the speed of light, faster than the speed of light to hit the billions of homes he needs to. Don't worry about the weight distribution of that sled, dude. Don't think about it. How many gifts he needs to pour into that bad boy. And the fact that only 12 reindeer can absolutely pull that much weight. And also, they fly now. Which is, you know, whatever. Easy map tap, 862 without being able to zoom in. I mean, 862, I would view that. If I got an 862, I'd be like, bad day. But not being able to zoom, I get it. 12 reindeer, interesting mythos you've created. Wait, how many reindeer are there? I thought there were 12. I know Rudolph was the biological freak, you know. If there's anything I've learned about Rudolph's stories, don't make fun of people with disabilities, because one time that disability might come in handy. Like Rain Man, you know? It's 9 with Rudolph? Dude. Are you sure? You're telling me there was 8 reindeer pulling that dang old sled? And then Rudolph came in? Those 8 reindeer who are able to take flight with like thousands of pounds of weight? Maverick, take notes, dude. Maverick, our pilot. You gotta take notes here, man. I think you could probably carry a lot more weight if you just believed enough. Because 8 reindeer are apparently carrying the gifts of the entire world in one go. Dasher and Dancer and Prancer and Vixen, Comet and Cupid and Donner and Blitzen. I'm gonna be straightforward with you. You ready for this? We had a cat named Vixen. Evil cat, dude. Evil cat. Like, when my parents were selling the house, the real estate agent's like, hey, this place kind of smells like cat pee. Do you have a male cat? We're like, no. And it was just like, I was there the day the guy came in with an ultraviolet light, and just on the walls, just everywhere that cat peed. Every single room, every single corner, there's cat pee. And I was like, damn you, Vixen. Yeah, it's all about the belief. Oh, yeah. There was this story from the Soviet Union where, like, whenever you were a general and you went to Moscow for a meeting, you would load up on like good supplies and stuff and furniture that you could only get in Moscow and then go back, mostly alcohol. And there was this plane carrying all these generals that did that, were way overweight, And then the general's like, and the pilot's like, we can't take off. And the general's like, shut up, nerd, fly this plane. So they did, and they crashed and died. Hold on, I'll be right back. Okay. Pharaoh! Hello, hello. Alrighty. We got 2 minutes. Let's start our map tap. Okay. Shreveport, Louisiana. Okay. So, Louisiana's here. This is New Orleans, and it's a little bit north, so give me like right there. A little bit off, a little bit off. 94, not a best guess. We'll say that. Murray Hill, New Jersey. The only saving grace is that New Jersey's not that big of a state because I've never heard of Murray Hill. Just say you're like right there. Mexico. Okay, little bit tougher here. I think that's over here. Ah! Okay, mission failed, mission failed. Another Mexico. Throw me here. Oh my god, reverse those two and I do well. Oh, hell. Okay, I can still do better than 680, whatever the guy said he got. Romania. Another tough one. Don't know too much about Romanian geography. Throw me in this thing right here. Damn it. 876. Not a good score. Not a good score. I got 923. I'm going to be honest. The Mexico ones got me. I'm a little bit embarrassed. I don't know where Shreveport is, but to be honest with you, I've never been there. I almost guessed Mississippi, too. How embarrassing for me. I should have maybe done better with my own country. But I was just about to say, it must be tough for Europeans because a lot of the answers are, especially the give me's, are like, do you know where this American city is? How very unpatriotic. Don't unpatriotic me when we're talking about Louisiana, okay? Especially northern Louisiana. Let's be honest with each other. That's like saying you don't know northern Mississippi. What's there for me to know? Corey, I've never been to the moon, but I know where it's at. That's good intel, Maverick. I'll remember that in case any moon questions come up. It did give us the states, though. I guess I'm always a little bit surprised how much Europeans know American states. Because, like, Americans do not know, like, British provinces at all. Because your provinces are so tiny. Like, I think you have more provinces than the United States has states. Despite the fact that the entire United Kingdom would fit inside California. You just call them provinces? What do they call them? What do those nerds call them? Counties? Even worse. Disgusting. Don't talk to me about your stupid counties. We actually think of a country, Georgia, when we're told the state. Yeah, I mean, that's another wild one. Is like your frame of reference for where is Georgia is wildly different if you're American or European. Because at every point in some Americans' life, they learn there is a country called Georgia, and it is like a what factor. Now, granted, I learned that when I was like 12, and it was very shocking. There we go. Bosnian, can you grab that? Yep, thank you. I'll just leave a pathway for everybody. Or Bosnian will just block everyone. That's fine too. What's up, Corgi? What's up, iPad kid? How are you? Yeah, that was like a 3-for-1 trade, so we'll take that. I remember watching Santa caught on camera videos back in the day. I mean, your back in the day and my back in the day are drastically different, because your back in the day probably still involves YouTube, and I was there before YouTube was a thing. I was there when the sacred texts were written. Like, my equivalent of that is, I remember watching America's Funniest Home Videos. Which is, man, somehow not made a revival in the era of the cell phone. Maybe because, like, that's everywhere. It's just YouTube Shorts these days. Bro, this guy older is stream sniping. He always does, and he, like, never wins. So it's like, if he wants to waste one of his team slots by attacking me, he's just like, great. Again, there was 3 stream snipers there. I killed 2, and then the other one full sent me to die. So it's a 3-for-1 trade. We'll take that. Am I out of water? No, thank God. Corgi, can you repeat this? No, I will not. Well, let me ask you this. Is anyone experiencing a white Christmas? Because it's bone dry here in Reno. Hasn't snowed once this entire year yet. The West Coast is experiencing like a very unseasonably warm winter. I'm sure it's snowed up in the mountains, but it hasn't snowed down here. It snowed in November? Okay. But is anyone experiencing a white Christmas? Anyone got snow on the ground? I feel like that's always treated as such a big thing, but I also feel like it's very few places actually experience a white Christmas. Nope, haven't had snow this year. Belgium. Nothing in the Northeast? Really? My Buffalo, New York people haven't experienced any snow? Dang. Even Ohio got a little? Well, we don't need to bring up Ohio, all right? We're here to have a good time. No one needs to talk about Ohio. Why bring everyone down by mentioning Ohio existing again? It's snowy in Bosnia, but we really don't celebrate Christmas? Really? I thought Bosnia would have been... Bosnia and Herzegovina would have been a little bit of a more Christian influence. Is Bosnia a Muslim country? In Iran, we don't even have Christmas. Be quiet, otherwise the VPN will get you. The state people. The moral police. Shush. We had plenty of snow. Was in the Adirondack last week for a hockey tourney. Okay, you don't make up words. Don't make up words. Also, LOL, you got your kids into hockey. How stupid of you. Hockey's such an expensive sport. Oh my gosh, LOL. Hopefully you talked your kids out of being goalies, because that's even more expensive. My brother's 2 kids both play hockey for the same team, and they are both goalies. It's like, what an idiot, dude. That's so expensive. Also, only one can play at a time. Like, what an idiot. You're buying gear for 2 kids and only one's gonna get to play. Bosnia is mostly Muslim, but it does have a lot of Christians here too. Good to know. Good to know. I would not have guessed. Isn't most of the equipment team owned? No, you go buy it. Now, the way parents get around that is like you buy it secondhand, and as soon as the kid outgrows it, you sell it to the secondhand store. But still, it's so expensive. I think it's like $500 for gear per child. $1,100 just to register, $400 for attorney entrance fees, travel. Yeah, it's stupidly expensive. Yeah. I mean, that's always crazy expensive. Travel baseball always gets really expensive. So, you know, good on your kids for playing sports, but hockey was probably the worst one to get your kids into. I thought you gave it to them for free. No, siree. You can rent them in some places, in some sports. Do you know how much stuff I've given to those stores for free? I mean, your parents might have rented them. Luckily, only one of them is the hockey. The other athlete, one, runs. So just a pair of shoes. Yeah, dude. Running is a great sport for a parent, but long-term for their health is going to be so awful because they're going to turn 50 and their knees are going to be gravel just because they've been running on the road for so long. I think you got to get your kid into soccer, dude, because you just buy cleats and you're good. Buy cleats and the kid runs. Have fun, kid. Or rugby if you like, you know, want your kid to be a little bit banged up. You know, rugby is a great one because you buy like the cheapest cleats. It really doesn't matter, and you just go out there and break bones. There are also organizations that help underprivileged kids play hockey if your parents can't afford it. Yeah, but I'm gonna be honest with you. Like, if you're inner city, like poor, even that's not gonna help, right? Hockey is not, unless your parents are some degree of wealthy, you're not gonna play hockey. You're not gonna play hockey. Hold on. Oh, snow depth? Thank you, Maverick. Yeah, so unless you're in Idaho, which God forbid, or Western Colorado, there's no snow. There's no snow anywhere, dude. I mean, the Hampshire, Vermont, Northern New York. Dang, that's crazy. There's like nothing. Corgi looks Canadian. Thank you. Anyways, let's do this contest. And then we'll talk about if we want to switch things up after this. Snow cover is very low this year so far. Interesting. I think you think I look Canadian just because I'm a white guy with a beard and I'm wearing a flannel right now. That might influence your perception of me being Canadian. Now, if I could marry a Canadian and move to Canada, I think I'd be in. I think I'd say America goodbye. Corgi's a Mountie. Oh, dude, could you imagine me as a Mountie, man? Oh, I look good in that. I'd be riding my moose everywhere. Like a real Mountie. They will never let you leave. America would never let me leave? I think they'd be pretty chill with it. I think it'd be more of like Canada's not looking for any more new people. I think Canada's kind of hit their limit. They were like, don't worry, refugees of the world, come to Canada. We'll accept you. And then housing has gotten very expensive. So they're like, well, hold on. Maybe we let too many new people in. And they're not, and Canada is kind of like no more new people. Which is a lot of countries right now. Japan is very much anti-immigration. It's not just America. Corey, how can you live in America with high taxes? We in Jordan have zero taxes. Actually, here's the thing. Like, America does have like higher taxes. We get paid more, to be honest with you. And two, I live in Nevada, which doesn't have state taxes. So my taxes are comparatively low to compared to a lot of the rest of the United States. Or income tax. Yeah, it was no income tax. Not sales tax, income tax. We have freedom. Absolutely right, dude. We do have freedom in abundance. Why is he not mentioning our freedom? Also, what a name. Guys, I know where I'm moving. I gotta be honest with you. If you're looking for a state with no income tax, you could also go to Texas or Florida. Carson City, there is, unless you're above the age of 65, there is nothing in Carson City for you. I kid you not. There's one. I dated a girl from Carson City. There's one bar in the entire place that stays open past like 8. Carson City sucks. Even the because Carson City's the capital. Even like the governor barely spends any time in Carson City. He's like, as little time as I can spend in Carson City, I will, and then I'll go back to Vegas. Well, Texas is Texas, and Florida, you need a new house every 5 years. Well, Austin's nice in Texas. I'm sure there's some nice places in Florida. Corgi isn't nice, so he can't be Canadian. I mean, here's the thing. As I was just reading a report or a study that like Europeans are distrustful of Americans because Americans as a default are nice, whereas Europeans view niceness as like a earned, like I'll be nice to you when you earn that. And Americans are nice as default. Like, yeah, there's a lot of jerk Americans, but like I think when you experience an American tourist, you'll be more mad at them for maybe not knowing something more so than their attitude. Here's the real test. Corgi, thoughts on the Geneva Convention? I believe in the Geneva Convention as long as it doesn't interfere with America's rights to dominate the world. Thank you so much. Any other questions? How about Austin? Austin's great, except for Austin's really expensive. Turns out a lot of people want to live in Austin. So it's a suggestion. It's a suggestion for America, but the rest of the world has to abide by it. Yes, thank you. Corgi is America first, confirmed. Ugh. I don't want to talk politics. Because I just remembered the Epstein files. I don't know if you saw that, but it's just like redacted. It's just everything wrong in America. And that put me in a sour mood. All right, yeah. It's just like, oh man, when we're working so hard to protect bad people, life ain't going well in America. I love looking at 100 sheets of black paper with one name we already know about. Yeah. It's fantastic. Redact isn't a strong word. It was reblacted. Yeah. Can't lie. That sounds like something Nick Fuentes would say. Never compare me to that man ever again. I would rather die. First off, just the fact that the evil white nationalist name is Fuentes is just kind of it's like, really, bro? I would prefer never to hear or see that name in this channel ever again. Yeah, not a nice man. Corey, what's your favorite country you finished in Domination? I had a lot of fun playing Greece and Vietnam. Now, Vietnam plays a lot different in this version than it did when I originally played it. But Greece was a lot of fun. Corey, do you ban other languages in chat? Yes. Yes. We have to be able to moderate the chat. Can't quite do that. Why am I donating to this guy? He's fooled me. Can't moderate chat if it's in a language that no one understands. Also, why would you want to chat in a language that no one would understand? Who's this? Link, go get him, killer. Pembroke. Ugh. Man, we're getting no progress. Is there anyone who can get into the other continent right now? Where's Italy, dude? Italy, can you do something for us? This guy, this guy's just dying. He's literally doing nothing. He's everywhere, though. Pembroke, I don't know what your plan is, but maybe if you could go north, that'd be superb. We could get somebody else over there besides Italy. Is this Italy? This is Banana Republic. I'm sure he has 1 million. Dang. We're not doing well. Are we losing? I mean, I wouldn't say we're winning right now, that's for sure. We're definitely stalling out a lot of momentum right now, I'll tell you that. We had a lot of momentum at the beginning of the game that has stalled out. Now, I would say, Banana, be careful of this guy bordering him. You probably don't want to border the man with 5 million, but, you know, you live your life. Watch out for boats. Watch out for boats of South America. Link, you're about to get boated into by the guy with 5 million. We need you to protect that. Good job, boys. Don't sit at max cap. You have to donate. I'm donating. I just want us to win faster. Pembroke, how have you not won this? This man's got half your troops. What's going on, Pembroke? Push them back. Who's this? Empire, bless you. Bless you. Dude. Pembroke, just fight. Just kick him off. Just kick him off. You got twice as many troops. Don't stop until he's off and then move forward. There we go. We're getting, uh-oh. Not on my watch, kid. Not on my watch. Maverick, did you see the new Transport Fever 3 video? You already talked about that last stream, Zero Winter. Shut up. Shut up. No, Transport Fever is coming out next year. It's the new game. No, you literally talked about this exact... Did you see the trailer for Transport Fever 3? I remember this exact conversation you had with Maverick on Saturday. All right. This one, I think we win. No, but another one's come out since Saturday. Oh. Yeah, my video got a copyright strike from watching the Transport Fever 2. Not just like a little warning, oopsie doopsies, a full-on strike. And I was like, damn, man, that's real heavy. 3 of those and my channel is gone, and I wasted one of them watching a freaking trailer for a game that came out like 2 years ago. Dang, man. Mission failed. I'm so sorry. I'm gonna be honest with you. I would not have expected that to happen, because if I'm a game developer, first off, I cannot believe any game developer would not buy the music. Because, and then two is just like, you're gonna allow, like, you want people to watch your trailer, you want exposure to it, right? So you're gonna like use music, and you're gonna work with a company that you like license the music from, who will just strike a channel for watching your trailer. That's such bad business on their part. It was the music that got you? Yeah, it was the music that got me. It just kind of always blows my mind. I was talking about this with the developer of, oh, what was the market game? What was the market game? He started as an entrepreneur, but I was talking with him about it, because like some of the music he used like got me copyright things or whatever. And he's like, which ones are those? Because like he just didn't know. Corey got a strike. I did get a strike. All right, let's do a poll, ladies and gentlemen. We're gonna do a poll for our last hour. What do we want to do? What do last hour? And we'll give 3 options: Lobby 2, TT. We will give Open Front, and Stream, just for Zero Winter. Now, keep in mind, if you think, haha, funny, I'm just going to vote to end stream and he won't do it. I will. I'll do it again. Alrighty, there are your 3 options. You play Devil's Matchmaker. Alrighty. Looks like we have 65% Lobby 2 in the poll. Can't get enough people involved in Open Front. The games take too long, so early eliminated me have to wait forever to play again. Yeah, that is a problem with Open Front. which is why I when I play so casually because I'm just trying to survive just until the end. Because when you get eliminated early by like Zero Winter boating across the entire effing map to take you out, it sucks. But let's do lobby 2. LMAO, yeah, dude. Oh my gosh, I was talking about this, Zero, when you weren't here. Let's do a battle royale. It's just so funny because like in Territorial, me and you just unspoken will be allies forever. Open front opens like makes you such a gremlin, like a bottom feeding troll gremlin, where you have your mind will not stop like itching until you attack me. I need to go, but y'all have fun in lobby 2. We'll watch later. Hey, have a great one, Maverick. Pretty much, yeah. Sounds close enough. Yeah, I don't know. The troll in you just comes alive. Team bro, we'll do both. We're gonna do battle royale first, and then we'll do a team. We'll do both. Ham. Let's do World 1 though. That's a good map. I'm enemies with Corgi on Territorial, but friendly and open front. Yeah, I don't know what it is about open front, but there are a number like. It's widely viewed as like if you're targeting me in Territorial, it's like widely viewed as a bad thing. There's always gonna be some bad apples who do it, but like everyone kind of agrees like don't do that. Open front's a wildly different story. Like so many people will just like boat across the entire world to fight me. We become savages in open front, which is so crazy because like I'm just sitting there like I want to build twains, I'm gonna build some ports, I'm gonna trade, and then like bombs come from across the map. Nothing I can do. It kicked me. Get absolutely wrecked. That's a feature, not a bug, Zero Winter. Yeah. I don't know how I managed to learn every country. Well, let me ask you the real question. You might have learned every country, but did you learn all the colonies? Like, do you know all the French islands and stuff? Because that's the real question. Countries is easy. It's when you start getting into like the St. Bart's and stuff. I'm gonna go get a breakfast sandwich. That's how mad I am, dude. Don't eat your feelings, Zero Winter. It's a bad habit. July is back. What a name. Just a nonsensical name. I love it. I'm the crown. This never happens. I'm also hungry and didn't eat lunch. That's fair. That's fair. Can I ask you guys a question? Does anyone eat breakfast like on a regular basis? Because like now that I'm working out in the morning, oh shoot, I am so sorry. I clicked on something else. That was not supposed to be an aggression towards you. You can watch the film back. I clicked out here and the ocean fought you. But anyways, does anyone eat breakfast? Because now that I work out in the mornings, I do like a breakfast shake. But before that, I never ate breakfast, like my entire life. You don't play FX? I don't know what you mean by FX. Can you give me some context clues? FX client. No, I do not use the FX client. I don't know what about the FX client makes the game different. I will admit to you, a lot of my indifference to the FX client was just that FX client who ruined the game for like a week. Y'all ready for this? Banana bump bump. All right, got him. Do you know every country, Corgi? Outside of the Caribbean and the Pacific Islands, yes. Those ones still give me trouble. Mapped app 2 days ago, I clicked on the ocean, got 901. On yesterday, I failed to recognize a bridge in Central Park and got 931. Dude. Map tap to be wild like that. Dude, July is back, is making pretty strong waves. I'm kind of stuck, even though I'm the crown. I border so many people that it would not take much for them to be like, I'm gonna fight this man, and then I just die. Also, is that Bosnia? Oh, I thought that was tricks. Getting over here in Africa, not a fan. Grandma, you know the rules, and so do I. We fight the small guy together. Okay, he hates you, Grandma. He hates you. He hates you with all of his heart. Go get him, killer. I've done many first attacks. I would love to not be the first attacked here. There's no way, Dexter. You don't know numbers. You don't know number, Dexter? Yep, that works. That's about as much as I expected from you. Now you die. Killer gets really big, and now we got problems. Ah, exquisite. Another full sin against me. What did I do to deserve this? Absolutely nothing. Thank you so much for asking. I was just existing. Same, dude. I was just existing. Don't worry, Grandma. I'm coming to help. I'll fight Bosnian. Oh, that's Trix. Oh, Trix, I'm so sorry. I was ready to fight Bosnian. Obama told me to fight. How'd that work out for you? If Obama told you to jump off a bridge, would you do it? Dexter? Jesus. Yes. I mean, honestly, if Obama told me to jump off a bridge, I'd probably do it too. He seems like a trustworthy guy. He's entering his like sweet old man phase. He's like, you know, now starting to enter his 50s, 60s, and you can tell he's gonna be like that grandpa who's just very nice. Just nice to people. Now, granted, during his time as presidency, have we ever had higher drone strike kills? Absolutely not. But you know. Not talking about the policy, just talking about the man. Sucks that Corgi's standing in between half the strong players in the crown. Yeah, there's no way I make it out of this one alive, right? Like, for sure I die here. I chose my spot. What do you think the worst map in TT is? I think it's widely agreed that South America could be better. It should be bigger. It's such a small map, it makes it hard to play. I think South America could be better if it was bigger. I think Territorial's, like, if Territorial had the size of, like, the open front map, the open front South America, it'd be a pretty sick map. Corgi wins. I win this battle, but now I get further in the middle. Grandma, I'm with you. We fight down tough. Where's Freezed? North America. Splendid, splendid. And he just grabbed an island there. Splendid, splendid. Fantastic news, actually. Couldn't be better for all of us. Waiting for the Southeast Asia. What, Grandma? Yeah, I mean, Pharaoh's gonna turn against me at some point. I'm already worried about what Freeze does next. Oh, Hunger Games is fighting Killa. That's interesting. Oh, yeah, here comes them. Which is not a bad move, because Grandma does not have borders. Oh, hell. I gotta get involved. Hopefully. Grandma's gonna betray me at some point, but I can't just let this trio go unpunished. I gotta work down this. Hey, Hunger Games, let's not team. Let's not team. It's fine to fight me, but let's try and win the game ourselves. Because you gotta think, you don't need to fight me right now. As soon as if I help defeat Freeze, that works out for you. Because you get a lot of land off Freeze. Grandma's eventually gonna turn against me. Although Grandma did get a border in here, which is nice. Now I'm crown. Grandma, help! I'm just a poor little boy. I'm just a poor little boy, Grandma. Who gotta get involved? Grandma! 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 Help! Damn it, Grandma. Please grab the rest of Norway. I did! I did! Grandma, fight that man. He bad. He bad man. Go fight bad man. Grandma fighting this man? No, Grandma, that was my plan. Wait a minute, this whole operation was my idea. Do you wish brain rot never existed? I mean, at some point, brain rot was always going to exist, right? The concept of brain rot was always going to be a thing. Where the hell is Freezed? Oh, him. Dumb. Trix is a Bodhi boy. Trix is a strong Bodhi boy. Trix, you know the rules and so do I. Join me, brother. Freeze betrays? No, Freezed. Tough. I think I still keep going on Grandma for now. I'll need one of these two to help me fight Freeze. As long as Freeze doesn't go into me, this island is absolutely not happening. I'll tell you that right now. That's not allowed. Dude, is everyone excited for Corgi to be in the end game? How very exciting for me. Now it just becomes the battle, the thing of when does Freeze betray? All right, Tricks, you know the rules and so do I. Here we go. Where's my Mystery Island? Yes, Mystery Island still exists. Oh, hell. Tricks is gonna betray me. It's fair. All I can do is keep fighting, though. All I can do is keep fighting. Yep, there it is. The pain in my heart. The pain in my heart, Tricks. It knows no bounds. What was I supposed to do when the best part of me was always you, Tricks? I would strongly suggest we work together now to fight evil Tricks. You have islands. I might have lost this. I might have lost this for me. Oh, I think I lost it to Tricks. Yeah, you lost it. But way many troops in the knocking freezed off. Yeah. But like you have to admit, if the troops were a little bit more even, that was a great strategy. So Freeze would only have Tricks to fight instead of me. Oh well, good job, Tricks. Well done. Alrighty, let's move on to team game. Ham. This message goes out to you with all love and due respect. When I talk about people who have been here for a long time, who should know the pattern of what we do, but always ask for what we're going to do, the message goes to you. Trust me when I say the stream does not benefit from people pestering me about what we're going to do. Trust we're going to do what you want to do. Trust that. You don't need to ask every stream this comes from you specifically. I'm begging you to understand that we will do everything, but you don't need to ask for it. How do I join? Bears. You go to game menu on the front screen, and you go to settings, and then you click lobby 2, and then you join multiplayer. And then make sure tags are off, please. Stranger and who's the other? Freezed. Since there's two of you, make sure your tags are off. Corey, the thing was, you should have let me stay so I could get borders with Tricks in Asia. Yes, but you have to. That is, in hindsight, I could have done that. But you can also see my strategy of kicking you off of Asia, so you have to fight Tricks in Antarctica, was a better strategy for me if me and you didn't waste so many troops on that back and forth. There was a strategy in which I win, and that would have been like 5-head brain. It didn't work out that way. All right, are we waiting on anyone? Is anyone trying to get in real quick? Do we have everyone? I was just playing chicken. Yeah, me and you got caught up. Me and you played chicken for a little bit too long, and that's why we both lost. None of us backed off. Exactly. I was banking on you backing off. You were banking on me backing off, and we just drove our cars directly into each other, and then Trix just took the wreckage. Alrighty, here we go. Let's look for a good team game here. Let's look for a good team. They chickened it too hard. We did chicken too hard. We did chicken too hard. I probably would have let Antarctica go. I also thought that Freezed had more islands in Africa for him to land in Africa, because my strategy was I'll sacrifice Africa to get Asia and then kick you off of Asia and then have to fight Freezed in Africa, and then I win the game. It didn't go that way, obviously. It was a calculated risk, but I was bad at math. All right, Europe 16 seems like a good one. Let's rumble, boys. Let's rumble. How's your day been? It's been all right. Today's like, you ever have one of those days where you have like a ton of stuff to do later on? So like, it doesn't really matter what happens in the morning because all you can really focus on is the things you have to do later. That's kind of the feeling I have, is like, I have to go shopping. I have to like pick up a cake. I gotta go to my friend's house. And it's like for fun stuff, but it's just the responsibility of needing to do that stuff. Weighs very heavily on me. Blue team, we kind of got the north going for us. I could be a north boy. If we could just not be right next to each other. Yep, good, good. Good spread, good spread. How do you change your name color in TT? At the main menu, there is a box right next to your name with a color in it. You click on that box and you drag the shaders to be something you want. To change your color. Man, talk about wasted potential. This guy not picking his spot, so we spawn directly on top of each other. Or we could have really got more land, but we're just competing with each other for the same amount of land. Very unfortunate case for us. Okay. Yeah, we've got a nice kind of fight that we could all do between us and Rainbow Bees. I don't mind losing that at all because they don't want borders with red. Dude, we got 3 teams very put together. Black team, it kind of has this down here. Yellow and magenta are in the roughest spots. We'll say that. We're on the same team, Corky. Let's go! This is big! It's so big for us, dude. Holy crap, I've never been on Corky's team. Dude, and we're in a great position. We're in a great position. Who's July is back, by the way? That's a new name. Just let him know. Kratos. No, Kratos. No, Kratos. What's this crap? Don't be my friend. Be my friend. Come on, guys. You need to work on this guy. You cannot allow him just to hit me uncontended. I don't know what your plan is sitting on max cap watching this guy hit me, but I would strongly suggest you hit him in kind. What is this coordinated effort against me, I will say? This is quite crap. To be like, this is the red team's best move. Your teammate is getting destroyed over here. Stop tunnel visioning on me because streamer and fight the guy who makes sense for your team. Magenta should have piled on one spot. Yeah, they should have. I can't get mad at Kratos for pushing me down because, the blue team would crush him. Red, though, Red's attack on me was just such, doesn't make sense outside of the context that I'm the streamer. Red literally watched his teammate die and Sion get a stranglehold on Europe for fighting me. You, sir, I would say please don't play again, because if you're going to play like that, where you're just going to let your team lose for the sake of killing me, is not fun for anyone. That's just poor play. It's just poor play. And then you full send for what? Who? This Rashta guy. Just stream snipes. It's just full focused me instead of doing what's best for his team. Not only taking me out of the game, but sacrificing his own team's position to do so. What's up, Big Steve Jones? How are you, sir? Yeah, Magenta really only survives through Kratos right here. Kratos has got an awkward relationship with the yellow team, where it makes sense for them to team up. But they don't really have a lot going on. Freeze is donating, I think, over here. Pig, doesn't do a lot for the yellow team. Red kind of lives and dies off Isaac. Can we talk about how Eclipse is letting us die? Is he not doing anything? What's he doing? I don't think he's responsible. This over here was me dying, crushed our team's hopes. Stranger Things took advantage of probabilities low, of the timing of probability being a little bit on the weak side. So couldn't fight back against this. And then you couldn't do both fight Rainbow Bees and Stranger Things while I was getting attacked. He could have attacked Rashta. Not until Rashta was already a non-problem for the blue team, I will say. I don't think that the fault lies on Eclipse. Because he did have borders with Rashta, but that was after the Magenta guy full sent. And I was already dead by that point. So there was nothing that Eclipse could have really done. Other than maybe donate, but at the same time, he's on the front line of a lot of big guys. So I can understand why he didn't donate. Rough day at work made my day seeing you on stream, man. Hope you're doing well. I'm doing well, Big Steve. Sorry to hear you had a rough day of work, especially Christmas Eve, dude. This should be the easiest time of the year for everybody. This is the universal time of the year where if your boss still makes you work, everyone kind of universally agrees. It's I'm not going to bother you with crap. You're not going to bother with me with crap. We're both going to sit at our desks. This is a conversation between two people at companies who work together. We're both going to sit at our desks and look busy. And you're not going to bother me with crap. I'm not going to bother you with crap. We'll talk after Christmas. The person who sends out a contract at this point is shut up. This is when people would send me a contract during this time, it'd be all right, you're getting the highest rate possible for bothering me during Christmas. Christmas week, making me work. What about Isaac about to win? I cannot believe the dismantlement that has happened to the Scion team and how the yellow team has managed to not only survive, but thrive based off of these two overhit here, Pig somehow surviving, and Freeze sending them troops the entire time. This game has gone off the rails, for sure. The domino effect of me falling and the entire blue team being next was very sad. I apologize to the blue team. I wish I could have done better. Okay, I've been playing well. I mean, for you to survive down here when there was no one else on your team, absolutely you have been playing well. Pig, you've been playing very well. I mean, so has Kratos. Kratos has played a really good game. Eclipse has managed to salvage what he can from the lost blue position. I invested too much on rainbow bees and weakened myself. Yeah, I mean, I'm going to be honest. The domino that fell was me. If I had survived, I could have helped Zero Winter take out rainbow bees and we could have all worked on Stranger Things together. What are these teams' borders? The ugliest borders I've ever seen in any game, I'll tell you that. This looks like a Napoleon a Napoleon flavored ice cream you'd open and immediately return because something's rotten. Although I'm gonna be straightforward with you. Has anyone actually returned anything to the grocery store? Because I've bought things from the grocery store that have been like rotten. I'm not taking that back. I'm just throwing it out. Like, oh well, there's $5 down the drain. I'm never gonna go back to the store and be like, excuse me. Excuse me, I bought this, it was rotten. I said I was gonna, but I haven't done it. Yeah, it's always like, I'm gonna take this back and yell at them. But then like, you're like, dude, that's like 30 minutes of my day. Drive to the store, yell at someone who makes minimum wage, get my $5 back, and then drive back is 30 minutes. I ain't doing that. Yeah, no peace, no peace. You fight till the end. You fight till the end. Now, call me crazy. If I'm in this game, I'm looking at the yellow team as the threat. Kratos, you have nothing benefits you more than fighting yellow in this position. Hell, if I'm Kratos, I'm probably quietly just eliminating rainbow bees really quick. Oh, no, player 734 is moving up that way. That's a smart move on your part, if you can grab that land. Very non-committal to get that land. But you do all the work and Kratos cuts you off. That hurts. That hurts. That's painful. That's painful to watch. Yeah. I mean, now Kratos has 35% by himself, which is tough. Pig does not have a border on Kratos, which is rough for the yellow team. If I'm Kratos, I'm doing exactly what he's doing right now, boating into Stranger Things, weakening him up as much as possible. And if Pig and Blue keep fighting, the game's already lost. Zero Winter do mod action? Well done, Zero Winter. Well done. Well done, claps for you. Mod action. He did it, ladies and gentlemen. He did it. Kratos won, by the way. It's kind of over. I don't think it's over. It's over if these two are still fighting. Because Pig's got to donate to Stranger Things. And Eclipse has got to go hard here. There's got to be a hard trust between these two that they're not going to attack each other. And then you're just going to fight this. 35% is not enough to say the game's over, though. Oh, I know we troll, but I actually do a couple mod actions per stream. I would say per month. Per month. Craft is the mod who, like, actually does mod action. Hi, Corgi. I'm the person. I'm Cornish. I never comment on your videos, but I am here. Cornish, I do remember your name from in-game. Hello, you have definitely never commented before because I do not recognize anything about your name. It is good to finally have you say hello, though. I do appreciate that. I know people love to lurk. I've said it many times. I'm a lurker, but it's always nice when people say hello. Yeah, per month, because you stream once per month. I have streamed so many days outside of Sundays and yesterday when I accidentally fell asleep. I'm on a roll this December. All right, I'm on a roll. Dude, Eclipse quietly coming back. You gotta love it, right? This has now become a very interesting game. Because Eclipse is peeled off. He's fighting the yellow team. Kratos is quietly eliminating Scion, which if he can do that, it's going to be big. It's going to be very big. These borders are what this game was meant for. I don't even know who this is. Who is that? Stranger Things? How'd he get down there? Who knows? Who knows? Oh, someone going for Iceland? Thank God. I was just about to say, oh, I hope someone grabs Iceland. Said no one ever. Oh, here comes Eclipse back into Kratos. This is Border Gore at its finest. This is the truest thing you've ever said. And I'm going to tell you this right now. I got to go to the bathroom so bad. Oh, big win for Eclipse. But I'm going to hold it for this game because this is a great game we got here. This is quite the cluster we have. Yellow team's now going to let bygones be bygones. Everyone's got to fight. I don't know. I don't know how this one turns out. This is a mystery. The yellow team has the percentage, but you can't sit there and be like, Kratos isn't a threat. Now Eclipse is the threat. This is going to go on. This is a rough one. Perfectly split. It is very close. Stranger Things even got the crown there for a brief moment. This is a wild game. The only thing I could say is Pig's influence has been severely limited. Oh, looks like everyone's pretty content on fighting down Eclipsed. Even though he only has 21%. Watch me win. If you win right now, I'll gift 10. If Pig wins right now, I'll gift 10. 10 members. And if you don't win, Pig, you gift 10. All right, you didn't win, so you gift 10. Everyone be on the lookout for when Katoni Pig gifts 10 memberships. Because that's happening right now. Whoa, I did not agree to that. Sounds like you did. It sounds like you did. Yeah, so that was a binding contract. Binding verbal contract. Even though the terms were disclosed as you were unfortunately losing. If you don't pay up your band. True. True, dude. I'm actually Stranger Things too. No. No. That's not you. I'm fourth. Hey, can we all take a moment just real quick? Can we all take a moment just real quick and eliminate Jason from his island game? Just so I don't have to listen to Jason be like, in all the memes, be like, Jason's coming back, he's going to win. Can we all just take a brief moment and get him out of the game? Thank you. Stranger Things, can you get that out of there? Thank you so much. And then there's like these two islands right here. Just a little bit of a peace out time out for everyone. Just get Jason out of the game. No, don't fight each other. Don't fight each other. Just get Jason out of the game real quick. It's a peace. It's a peace until Jason's out of the game. It's a peace until Jason's out of the game. Everyone peace out. We're just getting Jason out of the game real quick. Just a couple more islands to get rid of, and then we can all go back to killing each other. Hey, Eclipse. Ceasefire. There's a ceasefire. Ceasefire. I have no authority here. I have no authority here. Damn. I used to be in your streams named I'm Cornish, but I got a job, so I couldn't come to your streams. Now I'm back in your streams. And you're awesome, LOL. I remember distinctly your name. I'm Cornish. Because you would actually do very well in the games. I distinctly remember you. Happy that you have a job, though. Because unemployment's very high in America. I don't know where exactly you live. But very happy you have a job. Sad that you can't come here anymore. Shut up, Ahmed. Why are you yelling at Ahmed, dude? Christmas truce happening 2025? Dude, you wish. If there's anything I can tell you is that, especially in the Russia-Ukrainian border, there will be no Christmas peace. That battle's gone on to the ugly stages. I hate that Jason's still alive. I hate how much I have to pee. Oh my gosh. I have the bladder of a penny. I tell you what, it's so my bladder cannot survive this. I have just 2 minutes left to go though. I can hold it, but you can see me swinging. Oh, buddy, it's not good. Jason's being stream sniped. Good. If there's anyone who deserves a swift death in this stream, it's Jason. I don't know why everyone stream snipes me when the root of all evil in this stream is always and has been Jason. By the way, last minute left, ladies and gentlemen. Whoever has the crown at the last minute will be the winner of our game. At the 20-minute mark, whoever has the crown will be the winner. Don't worry, the music, it's coming right back. We hit the end of the track. 30 seconds. 30 seconds. I'm taking off this because as soon as this is done, I'm going to the bathroom. I'm running. Getting some good boating. Lot of good boating. I don't know who these... I know Kratos, but I don't know who Stranger Things or Eclipse is, but they're obviously versed in the game. We're in the last 10 seconds. Remember, you got to make sure your full send goes before the 20-minute mark because it's at the 20-minute mark. Who has the crown is going to be our champion. 3, 2, 1. Crown is... I think it was Eclipsed. Well done. Well done, Blue. Well done, Blue. Way to bring that one back for us, Ahmed. We appreciate you. All right. Potty time. Yeah. Eclipse 1, I checked at 0.25 speed. Thank you. That's the kind of intel we need. That's the kind of intel we need. Alrighty. Make sure tags are off, boys. We'll do another team. You know what time it is, boys. You know what time it is. It's time for absolute chaos. Absolute chaos coming to the chat right now, right here. We're going Cliffs. We're going Cliffs. Hop on in for the chaos. You thought the border was bad last time. Oh, you've seen nothing. You've seen nothing. The worst border gore you'll ever see in a game. Just pray and hope you're not on the green team. Oh, it is bad. Okay, everyone saw that spot. I get it. I mean, your spot really doesn't matter because you can go basically anywhere. Anyone know a green flag that starts with E and isn't Ethiopia? Eritrea. Egypt. Egypt is actually, I think, the best answer for that one. Pig. Believe it or not, Egypt was like very rare for today's GeoGrid. Egypt's flag doesn't have green. Correct. I meant Eritrea. What was the other good one? Ethiopia. You've already guessed. I think Equatorial Guinea has green in it. I would also say, if you're looking for countries that have green in it, maybe in Africa, I would not forget about Morocco. Got that green star. Many people forget. Dude, do you ever fight so hard just to realize that your stupid bots won every fight? So you can't do anything anymore? Oh, I hate this. Got a headache coming on. It ain't going well for me, champ. I'm eating here, by the way. Gonna quietly grab all this. Don't mind me, Tricks, just grabbing all this. Ecuador. Ah, yeah. Ecuador. Dude, the magenta team is crushing right now. Good on them. Don't tell me what to do when you're not going to join it. You just want to fight me. I ain't about that life. You know the better move is to fight you. Now he's telling me to fight you. You're telling me to fight him. Stop looking at my screen. Stop looking at my screen, you two. Bad. Bad. Love how people from all over the map are all in that one isolated spot up north. Oh, this maybe? Yeah. Excuse me, I don't... How do I not border that? Oh, you were in the way. Just don't even think about it, buddy. I think I'm just gonna let my boy die like that. Protect my lad. Homie acting like I don't got backup. Ah, hell. Where the hell did you come from? Freaking yellow? I'm sorry, superhero. Maybe if you would spawn maybe not directly on top of me every single game, we could have a better chance of winning together. Who the hell is this? 3 dots? Go away! Someone fight him! Why is everyone just watching me fight everyone? Man, why is everyone fighting blue? Go fight someone else. Let me kill Trix. Go do your own thing. The hell are you doing? How come you can do this and I can't? It's bull crap. Go, Ahmed. Go, 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 go. Go, Ahmed, go. Position was lost. Try to build up the strongest guy. Cliffs is the worst map. Cliffs is the worst map because, like, the borders are awful. Like, Deadeye could burrow into me. I couldn't burrow into Deadeye. Everyone attack Corgi? Yeah, dude. Make sure, get that guy out of here. I had the 3-on-1 advantage on Trix, but, like, God forbid I can fight anyone without the entire effing map coming to fight me, man. Frick. Oh, what's that? Magenta team has 30%. Better not fight them. Better make sure we boat across the entire world to kill Corgi. Ugh. We never want Corgi to win. I noticed. And I'm cursed with superhero boat. Keep just consistently going right next to me, but being too weak to survive on his own. I'm trying to save him. Which is apparently mission impossible over here. Has Corgi ever won Lobby 2? I have. It is always a weird mulligan of things that happen. I would say I maybe win 5 to 10% of the time. The chances of me losing are much higher. Because number one, I can rarely ever pick my spot without a teammate or another person sabotaging me, which you could see just happened there. 2 games in a row I've had the same teammate spawn directly on top of me, limiting my and his growth. Like, you've won 5 times in 3 years. Yeah, that's what I think it's legitimately 5% of the time. Call for pink? No. Absolutely not. Green has the crown. You just want a new game because you know this is the last game. Big nerd. Is Cliffs a map where someone definitively wins or everyone loses dumbly? I mean, here's the thing. When you take me out of the game, everyone starts to play a little bit smarter, right? You could see the feasting that was happening, attacking me. Now that I'm gone, people are going to start looking at like, wait a minute, green and magenta are pretty strong, huh? I'm going to start fighting them. I will crash the stream. I have the power. You have no power here, Zero Winter. I couldn't even see my teammates on Cliff's map. Yeah, I don't know why they make like this map green. Yes, I do. Just watch me. I dare you. I dare you to try and end the stream, Zero Winter. Do it. Do it, coward. You have no power. You have no power here. Give me an anime where he says you have no power here or something equivalent. If you demod him, does he get the $500 he had to pay to become mod back? No, I'm actually... He said that check was in the mail. I'm still waiting on it, though. Still waiting on that check, yeah. I can end the stream for 50 people by banning them. You think that you're going to be faster on the draw banning 50 people than I will be banning you first? I have to pay to get mod back. Yeah, I think the going rate is now $1,000, Zero Winter, so it's your call. Your call. Zero Winter does, will you be permanently demodded? I mean, he's going to be demodded. I don't know about permanently, but banning 50 people would be a conversation. I'll tell you that, and it wouldn't be a nice one. Your performance review is going to be one you don't look forward to. If I get banned, do I still owe that money? Absolutely, you do. Yeah, it's called an investment, Zero Winter. I can't ban those 50 people to get out of it. No, if you ban 50 people, I will permanently demod you. And then you have to pay me $1,000 to get your mod back. And I'm going to also yell at you. Because now you give me the work of having to manually go into the list of people who are banned and find the 50 people in the haystack who shouldn't be there. I will hate you forever. I will hate you forever. I will never forgive you for that. The thing is, Zero's too much of a coward to do that. No, I think Zero's not. I don't think he's a coward. I think he's just a little bit more sensible to realize that the payoff of that 2 seconds of haha would be like pretty detrimental to our relationship. What if I mass time out everyone for 10 seconds? I will time you out before you do that. Here, I'll just time you out now. Time out, and then let me demod you for a minute. There you go. You've been demodded. You can't talk about threatening to nuke when I can just take the codes away from you. We'll see Zero Winter in a minute, and he won't be mod anymore. I won't negotiate with terrorists. Make me mod? No. I have enough non-modding mods to make the channel go round. Let me tell you that. There are plenty of mods here who have not been here in quite some time. Do no mod action. We got plenty of those. We got plenty of those. Dude, not freaking Eclipse coming back again. Aziz, yeah. R.I.P. Aziz. I will remember you plays in the background as we all swiftly and kindly remember the good times we had with Aziz. I can't even tell who's fighting who at this point. Green and blue are fighting. Yellow's fighting blue. Black is fighting green. Real map's better. Dude, you gotta love the chaos of this map though. I'll tell you that. This is a good map. It's a good map for the chaos. I wouldn't want to be mod. I spend enough of my day policing people and would just say screw it and start banning people for minor offenses. Yeah, that's what makes you the perfect mod though. Is you don't want the job, so you'd be there for a good mod. I quit as mod. Well, too bad. You can't quit. You're back as mod. You're back as managing mod. How about that? Quit now, Zero Winter. Quit now. You can't quit. You're hired. You can't quit. You're hired. You can't quit on me. I'll quit on you. Oh, I did have a job where I told my boss I was putting in my 2 weeks and she responded with, well, you're fired. And then as soon as she said that, we talked for like another minute and she's like, wait, could you maybe come in tomorrow? Like the realization that she had no one to do the job that I was doing tomorrow. And I was just like, no. I've been fired. It's just like, you're such an idiot because like now I get unemployment for however long. But it was just a pride thing for her. It's like, you can't quit, you're fired. Fired gets you unemployment, quitting does not. Yeah, quitting does not, but getting fired does. And it was the funniest thing is like, I think I'm going to put in my 2 weeks. And she's like, well, then you're fired. And I was like, all right, that works for me. That works for me, baby. Adios. Let me just grab my chair and keyboard and I'm out of here. And then for her to have asked, she legitimately asked if I could come in the next day. Can I talk? You can talk. You can talk, Jason. You can talk. You can talk. You technically wasn't fired since she asked and you rejected? No, I said I was going to put in my 2 weeks and she said, no, you're fired. And I said, okay. And that was the end of the conversation. You're fired. Wait, I need you. Exactly. It was the moment of realization that she had no one to do my job in that second office that day. The next day, it's like, that sucks for you. Can you do a poll to see if we want to demod Zero Winter? Sure. Hold on. Should we perma ban Jason? All right, that poll starts now. Should we perma ban Jason? Good suggestion, Jason. I do think we needed a affirmative action on your status here as a Korger. Should have made both options yes. That would have been even funnier. That would have been good, Zero Winter. That would have been good. What did Jason do? He asked to permaban Zero Winter and I Uno reverse card on him. Dude, that's 65% banning Jason. Oof, that's rough. Leak the names of everyone who voted no. I would if I could. I will generally stream snipe you every time you stream. Like that hasn't happened before. What was it? Oh, Poe. If we remember Poe. Actively and openly cheating, had to demod him. And for the next like 6 months, stream snipe. Botted all the hell. All right. Yeah, that. Yeah, that. 2-year timeout seems fair. Dude, 2-year timeout does seem fair. If you ban me, I swear, I would never ban you, Jason. You're my hype man. You come into every stream no matter what game I'm playing and you're hyped about it. I could never ban you. Zero Winter, I could take or leave, to be honest with you. Now, I will say I won't ban Zero Winter because I'm about to enter my train arc, and I know he's going to be there for that. Zero Winter, did you actually ban him? What the hell? What the hell, man? I can't unban him. All right, you go in timeout too, Chase. Or Zero Winter. You go bad. Zero Winter, bad. All right, we're in our last minute and 30-second arc. We've full brain rotted. This stream's devolved into full brain rot. I don't think they're playing anymore. They are. They're just waiting for the last minute to full send and see who gets the crown. Eclipse and Stranger Things back to back. Unicorn's the new addition here. Can I talk? You can talk, Jason. The stream's devolved into chaos. Yeah, the stream's really devolved into chaos. But that's kind of where my brain is right now. My brain is rotted from the inside. Like a pumpkin that you still on your porch here in December. That's how my brain feels right now. But we are in the last minute, ladies and gentlemen. Ooh, a little bit of a push. A little bit of a push from Stranger Things. It's very close, by the way. 5,000 pixels separates first and third. It's just going to be about who full sends who. Soon the 20-minute mark? Yes. I'm taking ASS of this. Yeah, I mean, you're definitely getting bullied, I'll say that. You're definitely getting bullied, Eclipse. Oh, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Oh, Eclipse won. Oh my God. I was just about to say green Fulson way too early. Yellow was going to win it, but actually it was Eclipse back to back Ahmed victories. Ladies and gentlemen, the champion has arrived. The champion's here. Well done. Well done, the cookage. The cookage there. Fantastic. All right, ladies and gentlemen, but that is going to do it for today. 101 on the dot, which means I am out of here. I will see everybody for tomorrow's stream. I hope everyone has a great rest of your Christmas Eve, and I'll see everybody mañana. Bye-bye.